To prepare for tryouts, I always like to start about 3 months before I know the tryouts are coming up. I would start running. I would run maybe 2 miles. I would time myself probably between 16 and 20 minutes, and I would try to like build up my speed every time I ran, because running was the key for me to be able to endure those routines, to be able to do those routines for the length of time and to my fullest capacity or capability. I had to run. Running is what really got me in shape. That's how I would prepare. And then also getting with a coach or an instructor to help you. You show them the things that you have to do, your elements, your kicks, your toe touches. They will give you honest, constructive criticism. If you don't have anyone around you like that, that's what you need, and that's what I needed. I needed people around me that was honest with me, letting me know what I needed to work on, and I would run. So that's how I would prepare for a tryout. I would run. I would get with people that would give me good, honest criticism so that I could really, 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 do my best and level up my skills so that I could do the best for the tryouts.
When I auditioned, I really took a lot of time to prepare, several months in advance. But I just encourage everyone to look at each portion of the auditions and prepare for each portion. I remember sitting through mock interviews. When it was time to make up my own dance, I made sure that I made up material that I was good at doing. I was a stickler for making up my own routine. You may not be a person that makes up dances, so make sure that you at least are a part of that process, because no one knows your abilities like you do. You want to be comfortable with your dance. So when you perform your dance, you want to perform it well, execute it well, have fun with it. Also, when you're preparing for your agility and getting your memory ready for your body cuts, if you need to gain or lose a little bit, all the way down to the attire that you want to even wear during your interview. Put that outfit on, look at yourself, get opinions from other people. Talk to current JSETs, talk to alumni to get their opinion about different things. Be very, very informed about the actual tryout process so that you can adequately prepare.
Some good stretches and exercises to do to prepare for the agility portion is to run until you can't run anymore. It builds up your endurance. Although I was not a fan of running, it's one thing that's tried and true. It's worked for us, for the Prancing JSETs, since the 70s, since our inception. And so that's one thing that will stay within our regimen. Run, and run some more. But some stretches that you can do to prepare for agility is leg holds, kicks, stretches in deep second, stretches just in an open second position. Also stretching your hamstrings and stretching your quads, because those are going to be the most worked areas of your body. And also stretching your stomach. And so we do a lot of pelvic movement, and that part is using a lot of your core. And so to stretch your core and to stretch your stomachs, that's important as well.
To prepare for the agility portion of the tryout, I would run. Running is key. Running about 2 miles, timing yourself. I would do that all the time because running will really build up my endurance. And then stretching. I always like to stretch before running and before dancing, at least 15 minutes. I never like to rush the stretches. So I would do like some good leg stretches, maybe some deep lunges, do like 5 to 10 seconds on each side, switching and rotating and doing them as many times until I feel as loose as possible. Stretching my arms, across your chest, behind your head, rotating your head, things like that. All those types of things help to loosen up your body, rotating your shoulders, rolling your body, doing all those things for like 15 minutes, no less than, because you need that time to warm your body up. And the more you stretch, like the more you'll be able to do your moves full. And then even if you're flexible and you like to, stretch your back, like when you get into a good point, I like to stretch in a back bend. That really, really helps you be able to complete the moves. And running. So running and those good stretches for like 15 minutes, that's key to being able to actually get through a routine and to do the routine to the best of your capability.
What helps you to retain choreography when learning a dance in the same day? That is very difficult, I will say. Back then, I had a really, really good memory, so it wasn't hard for me to remember. But one thing that I did do to help embed the choreography into my brain, I would make sure that I would practice as a group. So if there were a group of young ladies that were rehearsing, after we learned the dance, I made sure that I got with that group. Because, just practicing with other people, having another eye to look at you, you're looking at other people, you're doing the dance together, that's helping your memory, that's helping you become comfortable with it. But afterwards, I would also need to rehearse on my own. And I would do this little game, whereas I would play the music and I would do the dance, and whatever point I messed up at, that's when I had to start over. So I don't care if I was at the next to the last A count, I would stop that music, start it over, and do it again. And I would do that until I at least did the dance correctly 3 times. So, of course, you can imagine that was a lot of doing the dance over and over again. But that repetition helped to embed that choreography into your brain. So you only have that one day, so you really, really have to dedicate that time to put into perfecting that dance, executing that dance, and most importantly, remembering the dance.
The one thing about calming your nerves, I will say that as a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, or a senior, whether you're returning or whether you're new, it's the same type of nerves. It's the same type of heart, because everybody has to do the same thing. True, you're doing an individual dance if you've never been on a squad before, but everybody that makes it to the last part of the audition has to do the same exact thing. And so it never gets easier. The nerves are the same from year to year, and believe it or not, as the director, I'm still nervous every tryout, every audition we have, to see that the energy is still the same. It's just breathtaking, not so much in a positive way, but just in a gut-wrenching way, to where you just on the edge of your seat trying to see who's gonna do what and how's it gonna come out, because you can practice so hard and for so long that even though you've been practicing and doing it over and over and you want your muscle memory to kick in, sometimes it just doesn't. And so it's nerve-wracking, but you have to try your best to relax and to stay calm.
To calm my nerves before tryouts, I always like to get off to a quiet space. I would tune out all the noise around me so that I could just focus on the task at hand. That really, really helped me to zone out all the noise, all the distractions, so that I could really, really focus on what I was about to do. I also would stretch and just calm myself down. I would stretch. Sometimes I would listen to soft music to help me just calm down, or even a song that I know that would lift my spirits up to just kind of take my mind somewhere else for a moment. I would do those types of things to really calm my nerves. And another thing that was really good for me was talking to myself, just telling myself to just have fun. Telling myself to just have fun always works to calm my nerves really, really well. It always helped to relieve that anxiety right before I knew I had to go and do something really big, like try out for JSTEC, So that's what I did to help myself, calm my nerves. To stand out and catch a judge is I always like to really show my personality by smiling or winking, or maybe finding a judge that seems to be really into what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, let me just keep smiling at this judge, or let me keep on going full out, because full out and having a great personality, that really will get you to shine. So that's what I like to do. I love to just smile and do the moves real big so that they can say, oh my God, this girl, she won it, and she won it bad, and she wants us to know that. So that's what I would do. Always show my personality, a big old smile. As soon as I start doing my moves, that's what really I feel like that's what made me stand out and catch the judge's eye.
So, as a judge, what I look for at auditions is someone that presents themselves the best way they can. And if that aligns with what I think a Prancing J set is and what a Prancing J set looks like, and that's from presentation and from performance. And so, if you present yourself the best way you can as it relates to your appearance, your hair, your makeup, your attire, your performance attire, whatever you choose, and the way you present yourself when you talk, when you answer questions for the interview, as well as how you perform and how you dance. If you put your best foot forward, that's what I look for as a judge.
What are you looking for as a judge? Well, I said earlier, when I'm judging, I want to make sure that I'm looking at the total package. Of course, being a Prancing J set, it's just not one-dimensional. The first thing that you see when you see a J set, what do? You see her appearance. So your appearance matters. So I look at the way that the young lady carries herself. Is she wearing her makeup properly? How is her hair? How does she walk? Of course, you want to make sure that young lady has the proper talent. So, did she practice on the dance? Is she standing out in the crowd? Is she making eye contact with me? What is different about this young lady? Did she give up? Yes, she may have messed up, but did she recover, or did she just give up and walk off of the floor? Because that means a lot too. As a Prancing J said, you have to go through a lot, you have to learn a lot, and sometimes it's going to be difficult. So I need to make sure that when I'm judging this young lady, that I see someone that is steadfast and that's going to work toward that particular goal.
As a judge, I am looking for grace, personality, stamina, endurance. I'm looking for someone that's going to embody the choreography. Also, I'm looking for someone that's going to pay attention to the detail of the choreography and follow instruction well. That's really important because that shows how you will be able to work as a team. You have to be able to look just like your teammates, and a finger out of place or a toe not pointed, those things are very important. So I'm looking for someone who's going to be able to embody the choreography, make it their own, but yet still show personality, have grace, stamina, really do the move full out and stand out amongst all the other candidates. That's what I'm looking for as a judge.